Everyone knows that one of the best symbols of coolness is an awesome vehicle. From celebrities, millionaires to YouTubers, so many people show off their wealth, opulence, and creativity by buying an epic set of wheels or big bodacious boats. However, sometimes a souped-up sports car straight off the lot or a sophisticated mega yacht just doesn't quite do it anymore. And because of this, some eccentric vehicle lovers with deep pockets take it to the next level entirely with crazy spins on custom vehicles. Today, we're going to be taking a look at some of the most unusual and unique vehicles the world has to offer. Let's get it on! Bentley Ultra Tank. If I told you to guess in which country someone converted a luxury car into a makeshift tank, what would your first guess be? You got it, Russia, of course. And thankfully, they put it all on YouTube for the world to marvel at. The Bentley Ultra Tank, as it's known, was made by the huge Russian YouTube channel Academy G by taking an older Bentley Continental GT and re-engineering it from the ground up to be able to drive on two massive tank treads, lifting it more than 2 feet off the ground. In order to make this insane Frankenstein's monster of a machine, the team took apart a Bentley GT and added a souped-up 4.3-liter V8 engine, then rebuilt it around a custom-made frame and threads so that its steering wheel could actually control the tank build. Since this was a totally custom job, it took a little while to work out all the kinks on the first test run. But once the Academy G team figured out the right settings, the Bentley Ultra Tank really took off, reaching speeds of up to 62 miles per hour and conquering off-road terrain like a champ. It even managed to almost go completely airborne when seamlessly zooming up the side of a steep hill, only to land perfectly safely back on its threads and keep on trucking. Tankin', I guess. Imagine pulling up to a luxury car show in a tank. That'll surely turn some heads. Sea Breacher. Going out on the water is always a fun experience, especially if you're trying to cool down in the summer heat. However, what you didn't know is that there's a whole lot of ways to make your dip into the deep a little more exciting. What must be one of the most extreme and costly ways, though, is taking a spin in the Sea Breacher, and that's literally taking a spin. The Sea Breacher is one of many custom-built watercrafts made for some serious cruising. These shark-shaped turbo machines are capable of hitting speeds as high as 54 miles per hour on the water, and can even take a dive into the depths, only to pop back up like a dolphin breaching the waves. Inside, the driver can steer in 3D space, making the marine vehicle rapidly skim across the surface, do a barrel roll, or shoot into the air with the aid of the forces of the water pressure around it. Volkner Mobile Performance. The terms mobile home and luxury usually aren't used in the same sentence, but when you're talking about the Volkner Mobile Performance, these words couldn't fit together more perfectly. While on the outside it might look like a regular old camper, once you step inside, it transforms into a 5-star resort, decked out with a full kitchen, a spacious bedroom, and of course a heated bathroom. In case all of that just isn't enough high society for you, no need to worry, because what mansion would be complete without a garage? That's right, the Volkner's lower level functions as a giant garage capable of transporting sports cars ranging from a sleek Ferrari to something as spacious as a Rolls-Royce, so you can bring an extra set of wheels on the road. To travel in this kind of style isn't cheap, of course, and the Volkner Mobile Performance has a hefty $1.7 million price tag. That's more than most houses. Then again, this RV is nicer than most houses. Ice G-Wagon. Ice sculptures can be some of the most beautiful art forms in the world. And where else can you combine a love of crazy custom vehicles with an art form you can only accomplish in the extreme cold? You guessed it, Russia once again. The Russian automobile channel Garage 54 upped the ante to a whole new level by making a fully functioning Mercedes G-Wagon entirely out of ice, starting with a custom frame welded by the team to hold the incredible weight of the car body made of ice, and a specially modified motor for the extreme cold. The team took 6 metric tons of solid ice and carved them out perfectly with a chainsaw in order to stack and shape them into the exact size and shape of a Mercedes G-Wagon. design. One of the coolest parts is that no glue or cement was used in the process, only water between blocks, which instantly froze them together to make a solid mass, weighing nearly 6 tons. Shockingly enough, the ice car was able to not just start, but actually drive through town as the team showed it off to passerbys. At nighttime, however, the real show begins, because the inside of the car was fitted with rainbow LED lights that change colors slowly and bleed through the crystal walls of the freezing cold car, giving it a fantastical aura of something straight out of a movie. You've really outdone yourself, Russia, once again. Quadrifoil. When you think about water travel, you'll usually imagine something like a boat or a yacht or maybe even a jet ski. But the quadrifoil will reimagine the way you think about maritime entirely. This crazy-looking vehicle is a totally new type of sea vessel, looking like a mix between a speedboat and a spider, with its underwater wings being the only part of the boat cutting into the water, giving riders the feeling of being in the air at all times. And by minimizing the surface area that actually touches the water, the quadrifoil can reach a speed of 25 miles per hour without all of the bumps and crashes of a jet ski or speedboat. Its 4 legs cut through the waves, providing a super smooth and super unique ride, meaning riding on the quadrifoil feels like a roller coaster, hopefully without the sudden drops though. Cardboard Lexus. Someone on the team over at Lexus was definitely obsessed with origami, because they made what has got to be one of the craziest creations of all time, a fully functional cardboard automobile. The car's body was made entirely out of 1,700 crafted sheets of cardboard cut with super high-tech lasers to form an absolutely stunning work of art. Here, thousands of individual sheets of cardboard were carefully designed to be able to fold and stack together in order to form a one-to-one model identical to a real Lexus IS, including functional doors, headlights, seats strong enough to support passengers, a steering wheel capable of turning the fully cardboard wheels, capable of supporting the car, and of course the sleek outer body. To be fair, the car does have a steel frame and electric motor, but this is only so it can actually function. Just be sure to check the weather forecast before going out for a drive with this car. The last thing you want is to get stuck in a storm. Aeromobile 3.0. When you look at older predictions of what the future, now the present would be like, a lot of them were pretty correct. But one thing that almost every prediction wanted to see but we never got was flying cars. Well, one Slovakian company is changing all that, with an incredible vehicle that's rolling out to buyers in 2020. The Aeromobile 3.0 is exactly what we've all hoped for, an awesome, road-legal flying car. The incredible design features wings that tuck into the body of the sleek sports car when driving on the road. After all, you don't want your wings to be taking up all the other lanes. The passenger class flying car will be the first of its kind to hit the market. However, it won't be available for just anybody at first, as not only do you need to have at least a sports pilot license to fly one, but also between $1.6 and $1.9 million, which sounds about right for a plane you can drive yourself to the airport in. Sea Bubbles. Although this may look like a futuristic road-faring vehicle, as its name suggests, the Sea Bubbles is actually an electric boat with an insane twist. The car-like body of the boat is able to seemingly float above the surface, all while cutting through water with its state-of-the-art hydrofoils attached to the hull of the boat. This electric watercraft doesn't just give the driver a super cool illusion of driving on water, but it's also an actually incredibly smooth ride that feels exactly like driving on dry land. Passengers can even jump around while the boat is moving without rocking the boat at all, and all while gliding through the water on the $200,000 millionaire's dream. The custom boat was designed in Switzerland to show off just how well their custom fly-by-wire system could stabilize crafts, creating a ride way smoother than a lot of the roads in my area, and certainly cooler looking than anything I'm driving. Lego Bugatti Chiron. Legos are arguably one of the world's most popular toys, and they're not only loved by kids. Being able to make anything you can possibly think of is pretty universally loved. Well, the Technic team over at the Lego company decided to raise the bar on what could be done with Legos and sought to build a life-size Lego Bugatti Chiron. Now, life-size Lego models are nothing new, but what if I were to tell you that this model is fully functional? Every piece of the luxury sports car, from the seats to the engine and even the brake lights were made entirely of Legos. Over 1 million LEGO Technic pieces to be exact. The team custom designed the models with a 3D modeling software, but when broken down, they were still building with individual original LEGO pieces. It took over 19 months of constant, careful engineering, which I can imagine was one of the longest LEGO building sessions of all time. While the car generates only 5.3 horsepower and reaches a top speed of 18 miles per hour, it's still pretty impressive knowing that it weighs 1.5 tons and is powered by 23,000 tiny electric motors. Plus, let's be honest, who wouldn't want to be seen in a Bugatti Chiron anyway, LEGO or not? Elysium Furrion. Road trips are a great way to blend a vacation with discovery, and of course, an RV is one of the best ways to take a road trip imaginable. This isn't your average RV though. In fact, this luxury RV looks more like a millionaire's toy rather than a mobile home, with its sleek, modern design, loads of awesome amenities, and oh, did we mention its own mobile helicopter pad? The Elysium's 2 floors are stocked with all the highest tech devices available, including a full kitchen, a hot tub on the roof lounge, and even a smart toilet? Well, whatever that does is sure to be interesting. All around, between the super comfy bed, the luxury couches with fur throws, the outdoor graded 75-inch TV, and all the other comforts probably wouldn't make you ever want to leave. But then again, there is a helicopter on the roof. The included 2-seater helicopter can be used to get a bird's-eye view of whatever scenic camping area you're checking out. With a price tag of just $2.5 million, this exquisite home on wheels is practically a bargain. Psst, hey, you still there? Well, since you made it this far, here are all the shoutouts we promised everyone that commented on our previous video. If you want to be shouted out in our next upcoming video as well as the ones prior, just make sure you're subscribed to the channel and leave a comment down below saying, "Pick me." Once you're at it, you might as well leave a like too. So, which was your favorite vehicle from the list? Do you prefer land or sea vehicles? Let me know down in the comments section below. Thanks for watching.